And a pleasant good evening to everyone out there. Thank you for sticking with us here for the second game of our MAC Freedom doubleheader between the Manhattanville Valiants and the DeSales Bulldogs. Manhattanville coming in 10-1 on the season, riding a 9-game winning streak, 1-0 in MAC Freedom play. DeSales 7-6 on the season, 2-0 in MAC Conference play, after a 76-68 win over Eastern a week ago and a 60-55 win over Delaware Valley on Saturday. And Tim, two very talented teams coming in riding their own separate hot streaks. What are you looking for in this hotly contested matchup early on in the season?
Well, what I'm looking at, Adam, is really the fact that the Valiants need to come out shooting hot. You know, while the defense seems to be a little bit of a struggle in the end of the South, the Valiants, their shooting defense very strong, only allowing 26% shots of field goals defensively. Overall, that's going to be a strong point of the Valiants, is stopping big shots during this time.
A raucous crowd here at Kennedy Gymnasium this evening in your packed house full of residents and Manhattanville alumni alike. We'll get you the starting lineups in just a moment. For Manhattanville, their usual starting lineup as of late, with Kamani Jones and Sarah Kutu, the sophomore and the freshman, in the backcourt, joined by Jakayla Elting, another freshman. And in the front court, the junior-senior pairing of Kaylee McGuire and Joetta Darnell.
And Adam, I'm going to tell you, both Kutu and McGuire's performances are going to be very important for the Valiants. Both of them very good shooters. Along with Kutu's passing ability, I expect her to do a lot of great passing today. In addition to a few assists, they're going to help the Valiants and potentially jump out early.
We are moments away from the opening tip here. The sales starters quickly: Morgan Bermellin, Caitlin Kelly, Kaylee Murphy, Leandra Stern, and Molly Jansko. And we are just about underway here. Opening tap controlled by Kutu in the backcourt for the Valiants. Carson midcourt, handing off for Elting. Elting off for Jones, she lays it in.
An excellent move there by Kaimani Jones, using her left hand, her weaker side, to get into the paint and putting it up.
DeSales controls now. 2-0 lead for Manhattanville early on. And a traveling violation. As the raucous crowd continues here at Kennedy Gymnasium. We apologize for the camera difficulties. We will correct that in just a moment. We'll look to update our score for you at every opportunity. 2-0 Manhattanville here. Just shy of a minute in.
Oh,
Jones
great
bounce
pass
for Elting. Backdoor cut, a little too strong on the layup. Whistle and a foul against Manhattanville.
And Adam, I'll tell you, Kaimani Jones as a passer,
steal there by Kutu. Breakaway layup coming. Lays it up, a little too strong. Rebound, tracked down by McGuire. This shot is blocked.
I think there's no foul call there. There's a lot of contact on that play.
The Kennedy safety screaming for a call, but it will remain a head ball. Just over a minute. Off glass and good. Joetta Darnell. Maybe a 4-0 Manhattanville.
I'll tell you, Adam, that move by Darnell is something that she's doing very great with the supplemental. She does a great job.
Backdoor cut there by DeSales. By class and good once again. Holding and throwing. Right-handed up and good. Beautiful jump stop there by McGuire.
I'll tell you early on, Heather, the aggression and independence has been very strong by both sides with the inside.
Casey really got away with another steal.
10. DeSales College 23 Indiana Stern for first, team second.
DeSales takes too much time to get it.
No shot. And in the first quarter score, DeSales 15, Manhattanville 11. DeSales stop A.K. Murphy go first. Teams first in the second quarter. Team second. Team's third.
Layup counted and the foul. Kamani Jones. 20-18 Manhattanville.
DeSales foul number 22, Andrew Sterner. That's her second. Team score. Jones on one shot. DeSales foul number 35, Persia Walsh. That's her first. Team's fifth. 2 shots for Nancy Keller.
Maguire.
DeSales foul, approved by Bridget Walsh. That's her second. Bulldogs over the limit. At the line of the nine, Sarah 2 shots. DeSales foul, number 13, Caitlin Kelly. That's her second. Bulldogs over the limit. Hayden McGuire at the line, 2 shots. DeSales foul, 14, Jen Abraham, her first. At the line of the Knights, Imani Jones, 2 shots. 1 minute left to play in the second quarter. 1 minute.
Cross and good. David Moyer into double figures once again. Again, unable to get a shot off. 90 seconds left.
Oh, that's not good.
And we are back. Less than 30 or 45, seconds until the start of the second half. We apologize for any technical difficulties, audio or visually related in the first half, as our clock hand appears to have gone a little askew already. We'll attempt to correct that as we are, again, just moments away from the start of the second half. And Tim, 12-point Manhattanville lead. What does DeSales have to do to get back into this game?
Well, Adam, what DeSales has to do right now, ideally, is try to find a way to beat that 2-3 zone. We mentioned in the broadcast, which I don't really know if people know technical difficulties or not, but the Valiants have changed from a 3-2 to a 2-3 defense. Really, with that 2-3 defense, they've done a good job stopping the on-ball screen and the pick and rolls. If I'm DeSales, they've tried a lot of things with the pick and rolls. Maybe now try to take more opportunities with the open 3 ball, or find other ways without using the pick and roll.
As Kelly will inbound the ball here, as DeSales starts the second half with the possession. That's Sterner on the wing, top of the key, leads back now for Vermellen. Vermellen inside, Darnell closely guarding Pollock. First shot no good. As Kutu with the rebound, long pass ahead for Jones. Jones stops, gets to the key, double clutch, switch hands and good. Kamani Jones with the incredibly athletic play. 37-23 Manhattanville. As DeSales reduced once again, long 3 by Sterner, rebound. And a foul against Manhattanville with 9:21 left in the third.
And McGuire pleading her case there. I agree with her in that case, and I don't believe that was really much of a foul.
McGuire, an excellent effort at the box out, but the foul call nonetheless as the inbounds immediately knocked back out of bounds. No official time off the clock yet. We'll wait to see if 1 second or so is. Does not look like that will be the case. As the inbounds stolen by Elting. She stays in bounds as Sterner looks a little confused on the far sideline. As Kutu to bounce pass for Elting, but her layup off the underside of the rim as Sterner comes away with it for the Bulldogs. As Jones.
Oh wow, a travel call instead of a charge.
So a possible break there for the Bulldogs, avoiding the foul, but losing possession nonetheless as Jones just standing her ground there for 3 or 4 seconds as our Manhattanville faithful reenacting it to our right here. Clock stop with 9:05 as we have another momentary delay as the floor is wiped right where Jones fell following the traveling violation on the Bulldogs. Elting to inbound momentarily as Kutu started to call for play in the backcourt. As Elting now plays it in. Kutu now calling out the play as she crosses the midcourt stripe. Head to the top of the key. Waits, throws it off for Jones. Jones right back to Kutu. Kutu top of the key, bounce pass for Elting. Now off to Kutu. Looks inside from McGuire, pass grabbed out of the air by Jansko. Kutu knocked that pass away, but it will remain DeSales ball here. 8:47 left on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Vermellen crosses the midcourt line. Throws it off for Kelly on the far wing. Kelly back for Vermellen. Vermellen inside, Jones picks her up. Throws it off now for Sterner. Sterner around the screen, keeps her dribble. Goes back under 10 on the clock now. Now into 5. Sterner inside. There's it off for Vermellen. Vermellen blocked by Darnell.
And I believe that's going to be a shot clock violation along with it. And it is.
It is indeed, as Darnell with the help side defense creating the shot clock violation as the Kennedy Crazies are erupting once again. And a timeout called by Coach Richter, not liking what he sees early on here as we are just a minute 42 seconds gone. The Kennedy Crazies finally quieting down here. Again with a 37-23 Manhattanville lead here. And Tim early on, Darnell with the excellent help side defense as both teams picking up the defensive intensity as Jansko on Manhattanville's last possession just grabbing that pass by Kutu out of midair. A low-scoring game thus far, and if the defense continues like this, it's going to stay that way.
Oh, absolutely, but DeSales also really feeling the presence of the Valiant's defense. The Valiant's defense is all over trapping and utilizing everything that 2-3 defense can offer.
As Kutu set to inbounds here.
There's a little bit of confusion. I think DeSales thought they had the ball.
It did appear that way indeed, but it is Valiant ball here as Jones crosses to her left. Sterner looking for a traveling call. Instead, Kutu throws it up off the glass. No good. At the rim, no good. Rebound by Elting. Throws it off for Jones. Jones drives inside. Her shot blocked by Pollock. Rebound by Darnell. Her shot no good. Rebound controlled by DeSales. As Vermellen crosses half court as the Valiants race back on defense. Vermellen calls out the play now. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Far wing now, that's Kelly. Kelly throws up top for Pollock. Pollock turns, shoots. No good, it's an air ball. Darnell grabs the rebound. Lines up in the hands of Kutu. Kutu crosses to her right, bounce pass looking for Jones. Jones was not looking for the ball. Got a home run ball out for Sterner as she lays it off glass for two more. Sterner now with 12 of the Bulldogs, 25 points. As Kutu comes back for the Valiants. Crosses top of the key now inside, bounce pass for Elting, knocked away, but Elting tracks it down. 15 on the shot clock here. Kutu looks at the sidelines for the play, 10 seconds on the clock. Kutu drives inside, throws off for Jones. Jones drives inside, now off for Darnell. Darnell shot, bounces around and good. Showing to Darnell. Making it 39-25 here in favor of the Valiants. As DeSales comes back, Kelly around a screen from Pollock. She'll launch. Bank shot, rattled around, no good. Rebound control by the Bulldogs. Lines it back in the hands of Vermellen. Vermellen looks to Coach Richter, calling out the play on the sideline. Goes off to the corner. Sterner's three. No good. Rebound. Cannot be tracked down by Pollock. We'll head back to the Valiants here. 6:23 left here in the corner.
The Valiants are doing a good job allowing three balls to practically be slightly contested. They're making DeSales work their way inside.
No open looks for DeSales on these last three possessions here. Darnell finally realized she had Jones on the sideline, but instead the pass picked off by Vermellen. Elting trailing. Is that a clean block?
No, it's a foul call there on her.
The Manhattanville faithful briefly coming to their seats. They will quiet down now as Elting will be whistled for her second. As Vermellen will head to the line, 73.5% on the season coming in as her first shot is up and good. 26 points now for the Bulldogs, again 39 for the Valiants. Those of you just joining us, Mac Freedom action here. Vermellen second shot, too strong, no good, grabbed by Darnell, leaves it for Shore. Shore throws it off for Kutu on the far side. Kutu bounce pass for Darnell. Bounce pass for McGuire. McGuire turns, spins, fakes again, throws it up. Rattles, hit every part of the rim and the backboard, but comes off for a DeSales rebound as Vermellen crosses half court. Throws it across now for Kelly. She'll launch. Too strong, rebound, grabbed by Elting. She will lead the Manhattanville break back the other way. Elting to the wing, dribble it off the foot of a DeSales defender there as Vermellen comes away with it. Off for Sterner, her shot, Too short, Kutu the rebound. As we have a timeout called by Coach Vlahakis, possibly looking to calm things down a little bit after a frenetic, frenzied last couple of possessions here for both teams. Score remaining 39-26, and again, for those of you just joining us, some technical difficulties in the first half. Mac Freedom action here tonight. Manhattanville coming in 10-1 on the season, 1-0 in Mac Freedom play. The Bulldogs coming in 7-6 on the season, 2-0 in Mac Freedom play. Manhattanville started slow, down 4 at the end of the first quarter, but a 24-8 second quarter advantage has led to a 39-26 lead now, just shy of the midway point of this third quarter. And Tim, what have you seen early on here in the second half we'll start with the Valiants, as in terms of maintaining that lead and keeping up that defensive attention to mention, contesting a series of DeSales shots.
Well, absolutely, Adam. They've done a really good job working on the trap. Now, mentioning both sides really quickly, both sides really need to kind of slow it down, especially Coach Vlahakis' offense, and that's a big reason why she just called the timeout. They need to slow it down a little bit. This pace of this game is going very, very fast. We saw about 6 or 7 possessions in less than a minute for both teams. So to slow it down a little bit, only about a quarter and a half left to play. Coach Vlahakis is trying to utilize as much of this lead as she can.
Manhattanville coming in 9 players right above or right at 10 minutes a game. No one having more than 28. So conditioning shouldn't be too much of a factor tonight as Kutu just avoids the trap, throws it off for sure. McGuire pass deflected back to herself, up and good. Kay McGuire, 13 points on the night as McGuire looked to pass that time, but instead found herself with the ball and said, might as well take it, and she converts. As DeSales now with possession as that pass knocked away by Kutu. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:50 on the game clock.
And Coach Vlahakis wants to slow this game down, Adam, but DeSales not allowing them, utilizing now the full court press.
As DeSales to inbound from the right wing here as Caballero comes flying off the bench to check in for Darnell. Darnell heads to the Valiant bench to the applause of the faithful Manhattanville bench alike. McMillan, bounce pass inside for Jansko, inside, layup too strong from Walsh. Rebound on the floor, Caballero will create the jump ball after fighting with Jansko for it. It will be Manhattanville ball, 4:38 on the game clock.
And DeSales, Adam, is doing a great job finally finding their way back into the paint. They're starting to find a way to uncover this 2-3 a little bit.
As DeSales applying some full court pressure here as the Manhattanville faithful draws the attention of Kayla McGuire during the brief pause before the restart. As Kutu gets it across to Pemberton. Pemberton ahead for sure as the Lions break the press. Kutu thought about the shot and instead travels. Sarah Kutu, the second time tonight she's hesitated on a shot and instead has turned it over. Ball goes back to the Bulldogs. 4:30 left in the quarter. That's for Mellon, crossing half court here, calling out the play. Goes it to the wing, and Sterner. Sterner up top now for Kelly. Kelly right back to Sterner. Inside for Walsh. Walsh watched for a second, got it back. There's a cross three coming. It is good. Morgan Mellon with a three-point basket as DeSales applying the press once again. Manhattanville breaks it. Pemberton throws it out for Kutu. Kutu will settle things down here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pemberton on the wing. Now for Kutu on the baseline up top for McGuire. Cross court pass for Shore. Pemberton now right back to Shore. For Caballero, 10 on the shot clock. Kutu started to drive. Crossover. Off glass. Rattles around, no good. Caballero tipped. Couldn't grab the rebound though. Vermellen will come away with it. Crossing the paint. Bounce pass for Sterner. Whistle and a foul. It is on McGuire, her second. Team's third. Bulldogs still without a team foul according to our scoreboard here at Kenny's Gymnasium in this quarter. The pass inside for Walsh off glass, no good. Walsh had an open look and missed from point blank range as the Valiants come away with it. Kutu crosses mid-court here. Picked up by Vermellen.
Good pass.
Shore on the wing, she got it. Spencer Shore off the beautiful lead pass from Sarah Kutu. Makes it 43-29 Manhattanville. Vermeulen crosses the midcourt line, throws it off for Kelly. Kelly now for Walsh, into the corner to Sterner. Sterner around Kutu, bounce pass up for Walsh. Her shot no good, rebound batted. Out of bounds to the Valiants. Bridget Walsh with 2 opportunities from up close, uncontested in the last 2 possessions. Missing on both of them. As we have substitutions for the Bulldogs as Sterner and Walsh will check out of the game here before the Valiants will inbound from just to the left of the Bulldogs bench. As Kutu going 1-on-3 to break the press, drawing the foul. Sarah Kutu showing no fear on that one, going literally head first. Drawing the foul on, looked like that was Kirsnowski, her second. As Kutu inbounds once again and trying to get the pass off from McGuire. McGuire drawing the jump ball here, but possession nonetheless for the Bulldogs. With 2:47 left in, again, a frenzied third quarter here. As the Bulldogs will inbound, Vermeulen will bring it across that court once again, looks to the sideline for the play call, now calling out for her teammates. Leaves it for Kirsnowski. Kirsnowski, wide bounce pass, stolen by Pemberton. Pemberton into the lane. Off glass, no good. Nice defensive effort by Kirsnowski to get back, forcing the contested shot by Pemberton. DeSales regroups here, 20 on the shot clock. Layup off glass is good by Kirsnowski. So Kirsnowski showing a standing effort on both ends, drawing the contested shot by Pemberton and the layup off glass, making it 43-31 DeSales here. Kutu on the left wing here looking for some help, finds it in Shore right back to Kutu. 10 seconds on the shot clock as the kicked ball by Vermeulen will reset the clock here, the shot clock, to 15 seconds as Kutu will put the ball in play from underneath her own basket.
The Valiants need to slow it down here. It's just going way too fast-paced right now.
The reason Blahakis called that timeout a few minutes ago, as Caballero's shot, no good. Hitting at the rim, clock not resetting, but Valiants will retain possession here, under 10 on the shot clock. As McGuire drives inside, left hand, off glass, no good, but a foul. Kaylee McGuire, a heads-up play there, realizing the clock did not reset off the last shot by Caballero. Driving and drawing the foul on DeSales' number 21, Pollock. Her first, team's second of the quarter, as McGuire will head to the line for 2 shots here. Crowd goes silent as McGuire's first shot, no good. As Jones will check back in for Kutu. Sterner back in for Kelly. McGuire with 1 shot remaining here. It is up, rattles off, no good. Pemberton got a hand on the rebound, but Vermeulen comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Vermeulen to Sterner on the wing, her 3-pointer. Off glass, rebound, controlled by Kirsnowski. Fresh 30 for the Bulldogs as Coach Richter calls out the play from the sideline. Vermeulen around the screen, inside. Bounce pass for Jansko, her shot too strong. Rebound tracked down by McGuire. For third end for Shore. Shore crosses the midcourt stripe, calls out the play, and leaves it for McGuire. McGuire to Pemberton on the wing. Pemberton guarded by Sterner. Dangerous pass there for Shore. Shore inside, her floater. A lot of contact, no call, rebound. Could not be corralled by Vermeulen. The Valiants will retain possession here, 1:03 left in the quarter.
And Adam, I want to pick up on one thing you mentioned before in the broadcast, the Valiants being a very guard-heavy team. No matter which guards they have on the court, very impressive.
As Pemberton called for the travel here, DeSales will regain possession here, 1:02 left in the quarter. As Vermeulen crosses the midcourt line as we cross the 1 minute remaining mark in this third quarter. Another 3 by Sterner, she got it! Leandra Sterner, now with 15 points on the game, just 1 shy of her season average of 16. And suddenly we are back in a single-digit ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As Caballero fakes inside, no good, but a foul. Beautiful head fake and drive that time by Caballero to create the contact to show head back to the line with 34.9 left in the quarter. Foul on Pollock, her second. Caballero with 2 shots upcoming as she will look to push the Manhattanville lead back into double-digit territory as her first shot is up and good. Manhattanville now a 44-34 lead as Darnell will check back in for McGuire, as we mentioned before. No Valiant averaging more than 28 minutes a game on the season. McGuire, the closest at 27.3, will head to the bench for a breather here. Caballero's second shot is up and good. As we have a timeout taken here by the Valiants. Again, with 34.9 remaining, the Valiants now back up to a 45-34 lead. And Tim, the pace of action showing just a little bit here in these last few minutes. You mentioned Coach Vaughn just taking that timeout earlier. And again, the Valiants, they've shown defensive tenacity and they've shown they can outscore people this season. Tonight looks like the former as we appear headed for another low-scoring game. And Tim, for DeSales, they've crept back little by little, but the Valiants keeping them at bay for the time being. What does DeSales have to do? We'll start with this last possession here in the third quarter.
Well, DeSales has to keep on keeping that quick pace, and they need to keep on forcing the Valiants to stay quick. They've been eating that up. They're slowly putting their way back into the deficit here. If they can keep that fast pace, it's going to be a big factor.
Perhaps the best response from the team looking to slow things down is to speed things up. As Vermeulen crosses the half-court stripe here, got a 4-second difference between the shot and game clocks here. Vermeulen inside, now throws off for Jansko. Jansko's pass too high. As the Valiants will take over here with 21.6 seconds to go, as they will look to hold for the final shot of the quarter as DeSales showing some more full-court press here. As Shore takes it in the backcourt. Shore up the near sideline, crosses half court, grabs in the corner, throws it off. Darnell likely to come away with that one. As Darnell crosses, throws it back out for Jones. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Jones drives inside, off glass and good! Kamani Jones, a beautiful right to left move. Puts her at 9 for the night. Vermeulen, Sterner from half court. Just missed.
The score at the end of the third quarter, Manhattanville 47, DeSales 34.
As Manhattanville pushing the lead back to 13 here at the end of the third off a beautiful right to left dribble by Jones. Up to 9 points for the night. And Tim, you mentioned it just a few seconds ago, DeSales looking to increase the tempo here. Now that they have more than the one possession to do it, do you expect that to continue? Do you expect to see possible switch to more of that ball screen action we saw earlier on that gave them that success in that first quarter lead?
Oh, absolutely. And DeSales, obviously, like as you mentioned, with the whole on-screens or on-ball screens have been really setting them up, but also defensively. They've really picked it up here in this half defensively, trying to go after the full-court press. That's only going to help them. That's speeding up the Valiants. But I have to give the Valiants credit here. Their guards are very, very fast and very, very good at ball handling. No matter what guard they have in the court, rather it's Kaimani Jones, Kutu, even Pepperton stepping up and doing her job up top, along with Spencer Scholl as well. No matter who is on top for the Valiants, they've done a good job controlling the ball and really working their way around, trying to slow down this game.
You mentioned Kutu and Jones, 2 of the 9 newcomers, 8 freshmen, and Jones the walk-on sophomore this season. As Jones and Kutu making their presence felt thus far this season. Kutu entered tonight second on the team in scoring, third on the team in minutes. Jones entered tonight second in minutes, second in steals, and first in assists. So this guard-heavy lineup leading the Valiants to, again, their best 11-game start in program history as they are 10 minutes away from an 11-1 start as Jones starts the fourth quarter here for the Valiants. Throws it off to Pemberton on the wing. These are for Darnell. Darnell drives, foul line inside, her shot. Little wide, off glass, rebound controlled by Jansko. She'll throw it ahead for Sterner. Sterner around Shore, inside, layup, off glass, and good. Leandra Sterner now, 17 points, surpassing her season average with a beautiful ball handling move there, getting inside, but layup off glass. Really come away with a steal that time. The ball goes flying into the stands. Thankfully to an area where no one was directly affected. Clock's up with 9:25 on the clock as before the inbounds here. A late substitution there. We'll see if the refs grant the substitution. They will not, as Kutu will remain on the sideline for the time being. Shore inbounding to Jones, right back to Shore. Shore off for Pemberton. Pemberton will lead for Jones. Jones drives inside. Shot blocked by Walsh.
I'll tell you, Adam, the Valiants sitting there doing a little bit of what DeSales did in the first quarter, doing a little bit of pick and rolling on ball from the free throw line.
As Kutu now checks in for Shore. As Jones will inbound the ball for Darnell, had it poked away, but ends up in the hands of Kutu with under 10 on the shot clock. Kennedy Crazy's counting it down, under 5. Kutu throws it to no one. McGuire tracks it down. She'll put one up. Beat the clock, but the shot a little wide. Rebound control by Vermellen. She'll cross half court now. Look to the sideline for the play call from Coach Richter. Vermellen rejects the screen from Jansko, throws up a wild shot off glass, no good. McGuire controls the rebound. Goes ahead for Jones. Jones across for Kutu. A call off the play and cross the top of the key. Kutu off for Jones on the wing. Jones waits. Had Darnell on the cut inside. Off glass and good. Kamani Jones with a beautiful feed for Joanna Darnell. A 49-36 lead now for the Valiants. As Sterner looks to the sideline for the play call. Jones guards her. Around the screen, top of the key, 3 is good. Nothing but net for Leandra Sterner. Now with 20 of the Bulldogs, 39 points tonight. As Kutu and Jones break the press. Jones leaves it back for Kutu, top of the key, 20 on the clock, 7:50 on the game clock. Kutu thought about Pemberton for a second. Instead, he'll cross back for Jones. Jones guarded by Kelly, under 10 on the clock. Kutu, top of the key, guarded by Sterner. 5 on the clock. Kutu, I don't know if she realizes yet. Darnell beats the clock. Off glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Kelly. Kelly will cross half court and leave for Jansko. Jansko now for Vermellen. Vermellen inside for Walsh. Walsh turnaround hook shot, no good. It's an air ball. Rebound controlled by McGuire. As Kutu now crosses half court. Nancy Caballero set to check him for the Valiants at the next stoppage. Kutu bounce pass for Jones. Jones around a McGuire screen. Inside, shot rejected by Walsh. Loose ball. Will go to the Valiants as DeSales momentarily had possession but stepped on the end line. As Caballero will check in for Darnell here. As Kutu set to inbound. Excuse me, Jones now set to inbound with 14 on the shot clock.
And I'll tell you, I'm a little bit surprised. DeSales kind of backing off a little bit on their full court defense. Perhaps maybe a little bit tired.
As Pemberton shot short, but Jones with the rebound, right back up, draws the foul. So Jones, one of the smallest players on the court at just 5'6", comes away with the rebound there. Draws Vermellen's 3rd foul. First foul for either team here after 3:06 gone by here in this final quarter. As Jones will let to the line for 2. Her first shot rattles off back rim and in.
And Adam, you mentioned Kaimani Jones at 5'6", but what makes her so unique is her explosiveness into the paint. And not only that, her ball handling ability.
We've said it before, we'll say it again. This Valiant team, a guard-heavy lineup in Jones. Right in the heart of that lineup is her second shot. Rattles around and good. That shot hitting every part of the rim and dropping down for a 51-39 Manhattanville lead. Jones now with 11 points on the night. As Kelly controls now, throws back for Sterner. Sterner for 3. Short. As Kutu will let that ball bounce harmlessly over the end line for a Manhattanville possession. As DeSales possibly hearing you, Tim, on that last stoppage, picking up the full court press once again. As Pemberton set to inbounds for Jones. Jones fakes Vermellen out of her shoes, crosses half court for the Valiants, throws it off for McGuire. McGuire back out for Jones. Jones top of the key around a hard screen from Caballero. Jones will now leave for the sophomore. Caballero crosses inside, lost it for a second, got it back, throws it up, and good! Nancy Caballero, an excellent recovery that time, momentarily losing her dribble, but finding it and throws it up for her 12th point of the night. 53-39 Manhattanville.
And that was a great job there by Caballero, noting too that she tried to waste a little bit of time on the clock before putting that up.
As an open three for Vermellen, who finds herself a little more wide open than she probably expected. The Bulldogs cut it back to 11 here, and a steal on the inbounds for Sterner. Sterner inside, layup, no good. Rebound control by Caballero. Caballero up ahead for Pemberton. Pemberton and McGuire underneath, finds her, and good. Amanda Pemberton with the excellent vision, finding a wide open Kayla McGuire. McGuire now with 13 on the night, as Coach Richter will take a timeout here with 5:26 left in the game. McGuire now with 15 points tonight, joining Jones and Caballero in double figures. And the Valiants, we mentioned looking to slow things down before, but with DeSales picking up this press and this guard-heavy lineup, able to break that press, the Valiants speeding things up a bit those last few possessions, culminating with, again, the fantastic find by Pemberton from near midcourt to a wide-open wire underneath the basket, as the Valiants, again, keeping the Bulldogs at bay, as Sterner's 20 points has kept the Bulldogs within remote striking distance, but this balance of Manhattanville, Tim, keeping them well out in front here in the second half.
Oh, absolutely. And what's been really impressive is the fact that everyone that touches the ball also feels like it seems that they score. The Valiants do a good job sharing the ball and really working out to find the open person, or even in certain contested times coming up with big shots. And that's really helped the Valiants today. As mentioned before, 3 Valiants in double figures, especially Caballero off the bench coming up big.
As the Valiants will return, McGuire, Pemberton, Kutu, Jones, and Caballero, the 5 on the floor for the Valiants. Vermellen, Sterner, Walsh, Kelly, and Jansko for the Bulldogs here. As Kelly will inbound from right in front of her own bench. 5:26 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. As Vermellen spins, comes back top of the key, bounce pass for Jansko. Had Walsh inside, Pemberton saw it coming, knocked it away, but a foul called. It is indeed on Pemberton, her second, just the team's first of this fourth quarter here. As again, these refs letting them play here through a lot of physical contact throughout the entire game. As Jansko on the inbounds, her shot off glass, no good. Caballero rips down the rebound and throws ahead for Kutu. Kutu will call to play as a momentary stop here as the shot clock did not start off that last rebound there. We'll have a momentary stoppage here, allowing teams to catch their breath a little bit. Shot clock reset out of 26 seconds. As Kutu will inbound right at midcourt, throws it back from Pemberton. Pemberton leaves for Jones. Jones around a Caballero screen inside. Jump stop off for Kutu. Lost it for a second. Couldn't regain the handle. Ball will go out of play here as we have just surpassed the halfway point of this final quarter. As DeSales definitely not out of it yet, but running out of time a little by little here. A 13-point game as Sterner controls now. Crosses into the key, right side, off glass, no good. Foul called before the Walsh shot. We'll wait the official word on who. It's on Caballero, that's her third, the team's second. That appeared to be a shooting foul as Sterner heads to the line here. Sterner coming in at even 80% on the season. One of 4 Bulldogs on the year above 80%. Their 71.6 percentage was first among all Mac Freedom teams coming in. Once again, curse to the commentator. Sterner misses the first shot. One more coming for the junior out of Northampton. Second shot, nothing but net.
And I'll tell you, that's impressive. 21 of the team's 43 points.
As a foul in the backcourt that time. It goes on Sterner, her third foul. as Pemberton inbounds to Kutu. Kutu couldn't quite break the press as Caballero comes in to assist, preventing the steal, but the jump ball will hand the ball back to the Bulldogs nonetheless here. 4:37 left in this one here, as Isabel Caruso will check out and Kelly will check right back in. Kelly inbounds from right in front of our broadcast position here. Throws it in for Vermellen. Vermellen crosses half court, looks to Coach Richter for the play call. Vermellen crosses right. Now on the wing. Throws it up top for Kelly. Her three. Off back rim, no good. Long rebound for Vermellen. Shot clock resetter for the Bulldogs. Sterner on the baseline around Pemberton. Tough angle shot, no good. Caballero the rebound. Looks ahead, now settles things down, leads for Kutu. Kutu crosses that court, calls out the play, and leads for Pemberton. Pemberton bounce pass top of the key from McGuire. McGuire had Caballero for a minute, but instead throws it off for Kutu. Kutu inside, bounce pass from McGuire. Will stop fake inside, shot too strong. And McGuire calling her own travel that time before the Rats had an opportunity to. McGuire realizing her mistake and quickly back on the defense for the Valiants, as Vermellen letting that ball roll deep into play before finally touching it. As we have another whistle here. We have foul on the Valiants. It will be Caballero's fourth here, as Darnell will check back in. I'm assuming yes for Caballero here. Blahakis not wanting one of her best rebounders to foul out here, as we have 4 long minutes left in this one. As Vermellen puts it in and lost the dribble, as it will go right back to Manhattanville here with 3:44 left in this one. As Caruso will check right back in for Kelly. Pemberton will inbound from the far wing in for Kutu. Kutu breaks the press, knocks away from behind, but a foul called. Looks like Caruso will be called for that one. Poked it away, but got a little too much of the arm that time. Just her first. The team's third.
The Valiants need to continue trying to milk out the clock here. They have shot clock advantage and scoring advantage.
Valiants should be in no rush here with a 12-point lead and under 4 to go here as Jones controls top of the key. Throws it off for Pemberton. Pemberton crossover dribble on Caruso. Dribble to the corner, throws up top for Darnell. Darnell up top for Pemberton now. Pemberton drives inside, lost the handle, forced one up, looks for a foul, didn't get it. As the loose ball now crossing half court is Caruso. Caruso will back off. The Valiant defense gets back. Vermellen with it now. Series of passes, it winds up in the hands of Sterner. Sterner for Caruso. Her three-pointer is good. Isabel Caruso trims the lead back to single digits. As we have a traveling violation on Kutu.
I did not see that travel there, Adam.
Neither did Kutu, trying to plead her case that time. As DeSales will have the ball here. And once again, back to a single-digit lead here. 9 points. Still 3 minutes to go. DeSales ball inbounded from underneath their own basket. Vermellen to put in. Off glass and good by Wall. And it's a 7-point game. We have a whistle and looks like a foul on DeSales here.
The Valiants need to take advantage. Only one away now from bonus.
As Sterner now her fourth foul. As she will check out. Richter not wanting to lose his best scorer tonight. Again with 2:47 to go. Pemberton to inbound for Kutu. Kutu guarded closely by Caruso. Kutu backs off slightly. Thought about going for a steal that time, then backed off. Kutu leads for Jones. Jones off with Pemberton. Now back to Kutu on the wing. Back up top is Pemberton. Around a screen from Darnell. Pemberton inside spin move. Jump stop and got it. Amanda Pemberton with a big basket. Back to a 9-point lead. Amanda Pemberton with 5. And a 9-point game once again. As Kelly guarded closely by Jones, whistled for the foul. We'll see if that was on Jones. It is indeed just her first. And the team's fourth. 2:15 left in this one. Fresh 30 coming for the Bulldogs here. Caruso inbounds for Vermeulen. Vermeulen spins. Throws it off for Caruso. Does not throw for Caruso. Caruso was open for a moment. Set off for Jansko. Jansko inside, off for Walsh. Off glass, too short. Rebound controlled by Jones, and Kutu. Another travel. As the Kennedy Crazies absolutely exploding. A number of Manhattanville alumni in the stands tonight cannot believe what they have just seen here. As the DeSales will regain possession with 2 minutes even left in this one. As Vermeulen looks to the sidelines for a play call. As Sterner drives to the right, leaves off for Kelly. Kelly inside for Walsh, draws a double team outside for Kelly. Big three coming. She got it!
This is going to come down to crunch time.
Makes it a 6-point game, 90 seconds remaining. Kutu around the press, throws it off for Jones. Jones will back off, draws the double team, throws it off for Pemberton. Pemberton for McGuire. McGuire at the foul line, backs off for Jones. Jones down to Kutu. Kutu shot, she got it! Sarah Kutu, a big jumper from the wing. Pushing it back to an 8-point game. Another answer for the Valiants as the Bulldogs continue to close this deficit little by little. But the Valiants, with a number of players stepping up with one big shot after another here.
And I'm going to tell you, Adam, right now, if I'm Coach Velakis, I'm putting in A, either my best free throw shooters, or B, my best ball handlers. The reason why is now when you're going to get this full court press, you're going to want to slow down the offense now. You have an 8-point lead, and you have a 30-second shot clock. So what that means is now it's practically a 2-possession game for them with that shot clock. Force them to foul you and go to the line. They're one away from bonus.
As we are just about set to restart things here. Again, if it does come down to free throws, again, DeSales coming in 71.6% on the season, best in the conference, 60.9 for the Valiants, last in the conference. Definitely something to keep a note here over these next, 75 seconds or so. As Vermeulen drives inside, not sure if that was a shot or a pass. In any case, it'll go back to the Valiants here as the Bulldogs pleading their case for a deflection there.
And I was just about to mention, I wouldn't be surprised if they put Sterner in.
With those 4 fouls, Sterner does check back in here. With 1:11 left in this one as Pemberton set to inbounds here. Throws it off for Kutu. Kutu tries to break the press here. Kutu in the corner, trapped. Throws it ahead, stolen by Vermeulen. Vermeulen as we approach 1 minute to go here. It's a cross-court pass for Caruso up top for Walsh. Walsh shot, short, rebound on the ground. Controlled by Kutu. Kutu.
That ball got deflected.
And stolen again, Sterner from the corner. Rebound.
Great rebound by the
DeSales. Another shot coming. No good. Rebound by McGuire. And she is fouled with 36.6 seconds to go. Coach Vlahakis screaming on the sidelines. But 36.6 seconds away on the Valiants, thanks to an enormous rebound that time by McGuire after a series of turnovers and offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs here. McGuire with a chance to all but ice this one with 2 shots coming and 36.6 remaining. First shot is up and good.
And as you mentioned, these free throws could ice the game. Really important now in crunch time to make your free throws.
McGuire could essentially make it a 4-possession game here if she makes this next one. But prior to that, Coach Richter will take a timeout here. Again, 36.6 seconds away are the Valiants from a 10th straight victory and a 2-0 start in conference play. We mentioned the balance coming in for the Valiants. Did that 5 times fast. And looking at the scoreboard, just of the players on the floor right now, everyone with at least 5 points. McGuire, of course, leading the way with 16 for the Valiants. And Tim DeSales, not entirely out of this one yet, but if you're Coach Richter, down by As of now, essentially 3 possessions, about to be 4. What are you telling your team here in the waning moments of this game?
Well, if I'm the coach of DeSales right now, what I'm telling them is now's the best time to utilize that pick that they've been setting at the 3-point line. You need 3 possessions, at least 3 3-pointers to get back into this. Not a lot of time. I would set a screen and just try to do a pull-up 3-pointer. And if that doesn't work, then try to get the rebound and maybe work something down low. You don't have a lot of time, so you got to act really quickly right now.
The Bulldogs do have 7 3-point field goals tonight. But again, time, the much more important factor here for both of these teams. As McGuire has 1 more shot upcoming here. Looking ahead to make this a 10-point game once again. McGuire's shot is up, rattles around, no good. Rebound by Walsh. Vermellen flying across midcourt. Vermellen taking your time here, drives inside on Pemberton. Off glass, no good. Rebound. Another shot, no good. Loose ball in the corner. Last touch by Jones. Will be Bulldog possession here. 21.7 seconds left in this one. Looks like Kelly will inbound from just to the left of her own bench.
Now you have to set up the 3 ball. You're not going to have a lot of time to get 2s and work your way back into this.
Right you are, Tim. As DeSales running out of time here. As the inbound's coming to Walsh. She'll leave for Sterner. Sterner, top of the key, pressured closely by Kutu. There's a shot coming and a foul. Looked like on the shot with 16.1 to go.
It's on Darnell.
Will be on Joanna Darnell, her 3rd. As Sterner will head to the line here. Only 2 shots, but more importantly, clock stopped here for the Bulldogs. The Sterner first shot rattles home as Caballero will check back in for Darnell. Blahankas obviously looking to get a little bit better rebounding presence in there. As Caballero will join Pemberton and McGuire in the lane. For Sterner's second shot. It is up and good. 7-point game once again. Inbound's coming to McGuire. McGuire is fouled by Jansko with 12.7 seconds to go. As the Valiants inching ever so closely, moment by moment, to that illustrious 10th straight win as McGuire with 2 more upcoming.
And DeSales stuck in a situation there where Sterner couldn't do any fouling.
As McGuire does miss the first one, as you mentioned, Sterner with those 4 fouls. McGuire with 1 more shot upcoming here. We'll look to make it an 8-point game. No good. Rebound. Controlled by Vermellen, and the Valiants creating the jump ball. And will regain possession there. Bit of a risky play there, going after the ball handler there with a chance of a foul and the clock stopping, but instead it is the jump ball, and the Valiants will regain possession here. As Richter screaming for a foul right away here. As Jones gets it into McGuire. McGuire being off for Kutu. As it appears that they will back off, and that will do it. Here from Kennedy Gymnasium, we'll let the Kennedy Crazies tell you how this one goes. As the Valiants hold on here for a 60-53 win over the DeSales Bulldogs here tonight. We'll get you the final stats in just a moment here. Manhattanville finishing 23 for 53 from the floor, 43.4%. The Bulldogs 19 for 66 from the floor, just 28.8%. As the Valiant defense again keeping the opposition in check. As the Valiants improve once again to 11-1 on the season. For the Valiants tonight, we mentioned already, Jones, McGuire, and Caballero all in double figures. Darnell, Kutu, and Pemberton tripping in 6, 6, and 5 respectively. Caballero another double-double with 11 rebounds as well. And for DeSales, the story of the game, Leandra Sterner, 23 points on a 9 for 20 effort from the floor. but again, just 30 points from the rest of her team. As Manhattanville again holds on for a 60-53 win. Tim, your final thoughts tonight from an action-packed night here at Kennedy Gymnasium.
I have to say the Valiants really earned this one tonight, especially in conference play when everything's going to be tight and you need to grind for every single win. To go to 11-1 on a game like this, it was a great way to end it out for the Valiants, and they have to keep this intensity going on. The intensity we saw tonight, they need to carry on to every single conference game they have.
As we are right in the thick of conference play now, ladies and gentlemen, as the Valiants are back in action this Saturday at Kings. 1 o'clock tip time scheduled for that one. The team will be back in action at Kennedy Gymnasium 1 week from tonight with an 8 o'clock tip against Delaware Valley. Once again, your final this evening from Kennedy Gymnasium, the Manhattanville Valiants 60, the DeSales Bulldogs 53. For Tim Moore and our entire team here at GoValiants.com, I am Adam Ryder saying good night and go Valiants.